Is that it?
Now he has to do his thing.
Hi, my name is Matt McClellan, and today we're going to be talking about music education and arts education. From the time we can all remember, we have been surrounded by the arts in our academic world. For the first class we could get paint on our fingers, for the first time a music teacher allowed us to play the triangle in class, we've all been exposed to some sort of form of art ever since we've actually been growing up. In recent years, technology has both educated and enhanced the way that these arts have been presented. Also, many teachers are now trying to integrate those particular arts into everyday core curriculum to actually make them more interesting. And the question still remains, though, will this actually be placed in schools in the future? Will there be enough money to be able to actually do that, or are they actually going to be falling short to budget cuts? So let's go ahead and talk about these things today. First of all, let's first talk about technology and the arts. The marriage of the visual arts and technology is pretty natural, really. Many teachers are now using computers for more than just internet. Some teachers are actually going to animation, image editing, and also, in one case, there was actually a teacher that is allowing students to actually create their own animated music videos to be able to get more of a feel of what art actually is like. And according to Betsy Logan, a national board-certified teacher from Alabama, this version of modern-day teaching is not only here to stay, but it has also become an important aspect of learning. And according to recent surveys, studies show that technology and the arts can help students learn skills that can be used for other disciplines. Now here I want to show you guys a graph that actually kind of talks about computers in schools. Right here in the screen section right here, it talks about that there are 67% of schools have a lack of number of computers per student. They don't have enough computers, or the fact that their technology is so outdated that they can't actually work the kind of things that they actually need to work. This 33% is the ones that actually have that, which may be comprised mostly of like private schools and things like that. Next, we're going to talk about the integration of music into curriculum. The program that we're going to talk about first is keeping score. And according to the American School Board Journal, this program, Keeping Score, has been designed to teach teachers how to integrate arts into the core subjects. The program partners with local symphonies, such as like the San Francisco Symphony or the Arizona Flagstaff Symphony, for instance, and allows students to be able to play instruments as well as learning how they work, that type of thing, to really kind of give them the whole full effect of how music and even art can be integrated into everyday classwork. This integration has proven to help kids with science and math. Recent programs such as like the Mozart Effect, if anybody's ever heard of that, has also talked about how listening to classical music during math skills has actually helped enhance students' ability to be able to function in spatial learning. Now, we're going to talk about music improvisation, and for that, I'm going to illustrate an example for you. What I just witnessed, and I guess what you just witnessed technically, is the ability of what my brain was actually doing while I was improvising on the piano there. There's a study done by Johns Hopkins University that actually shows that the brain has a very strong reaction to music. In fact, whenever the brain when we're improvising in music, we actually are using the brain in the same way that what we do when we talk about ourselves. So we can actually see that, according to these studies, that we use the same part of our brain for improvising music as we do for when we actually start talking about ourselves. So, in essence, that basically means that we have self-expression going on here. In the same way, the brain has the same reaction to whenever we're trying to find solutions to problems, and we're trying to even find solutions to the dreams that we have. And there's a lot of things that have to do with that. And now, I want to actually talk about the arts and budget cuts. Picture kind of tells it all, doesn't it? The arts and budget cuts. According to a study done by the American Music Teacher, in the years of 1999 and 2004, student involvement in music has dropped 46.5% due to budget cuts. Many schools are actually believing that there are more important things to be adding to their budget other than arts education. A recent study in Texas by the University of Texas over the Texas Music Education Program has found also a very similar result. The MENC, or the National Institution of Music Education, led a roadshow across the nation to spread the importance of music education versus budget cuts. The way that they did this is that they basically toured the nation with different educators and different people trying to illustrate music and showing kids how music education is very, very important and is very integral to how we actually learn in our modern-day society. Now, I want to give you guys some startling facts that go along with this. In 2004, the California State Arts Council budget was cut from $17.5 million all the way down to $1 million, according to the Teaching Artist Journal. In New York City junior high schools, around the same time, I think it was actually 2005, they actually cut the arts programs entirely so that students could spend more time in math and reading. And ironically, music actually affects math, so it seems a little ironic that actually happened. According to Ned Noddings, the child education professor at Stanford, the deprivation of programs threaten the students' ability to get a well-rounded education and also threaten the country's cultural health. No music, no arts. We kind of. In conclusion, we can safely say that the arts are an essential part of our school systems today. We've learned that technology has actually both enhanced and helped us go further with that art education. Also, we've also learned that teachers are now beginning to integrate that into their core curriculum to actually make their core curriculum be a little bit more of a variety. Also, scientific studies have also found that brain activity is actually equal to self-expression whenever it comes to music improvisation. Also, and finally, we've learned that these things with arts education actually could be threatened by budget cuts. So only time will tell if this will actually remain part of our curriculum. Thank you.